a very good time to plant perennials. If there are some plants that were lost during the heat dome or some that need replacing, or you're starting a new garden in a place, it's a really good time to plant perennials in the South Okanagan just because of our climate here.
Now is a great time to get your garden set up for fall and ready for next season, taking advantage of the milder weather and warm soil.
The soil is still warm, so what that does for plants is that there isn't as much evaporation, so they don't need as much water. And also the cool temperatures encourage them to develop root growth and store nutrients, sugars particularly, in their roots. And so planting them now encourages root development, and that can go on right up until the soil freezes hard. So they benefit from that. We benefit because less water is needed to keep them going. And there are fewer insect pests right now because most of the insects have had their year of growth. And finally, if plants get a head start in the fall, they can start blooming or growing and then blooming earlier in the spring. So there are all kinds of good reasons for planting perennials in the fall.
Suggested flowers and shrubs to plant include garden mums, petunias, marigolds, and ornamental kale.
But I'd like to mention 3 spring planted annuals that are still blooming really well and I think are worth considering for next year. One of those is the salvia family, particularly the evolution violet, and the salvias in that group bloom all summer and right up till freeze up. And they're really good food for pollinators, which is one of the things that we need to think about now as our wild bee population is struggling.
Japanese anemone, monkshood, and asters will bloom right up until frost. Gardeners saw a challenging year with the combination drought and heat wave throughout the Okanagan Valley.
Here we were very fortunate because we didn't lose perennials, but a number of smaller evergreens suffered considerably on the south side of them from the blast of the sun coming in. So we have evergreens with the needles brown on the south side and everything else okay. And I've heard from other people that there have been peculiar growth habits because of that heat.
Summerland Ornamental Gardens works on growing drought-resistant plants and pollinators, showcasing beautiful garden beds year-round. Their fall plant sale launches online on Monday. For Castanet News in Summerland, I'm Casey Richardson.